The walk today starts at Doddington Hall in Lincolnshire, and it was built in 1595 and was finished around 1600. It's a fantastic example of a late Elizabethan manor house, and it's been in private ownership for over 400 years. St Peter's Church, which is on the grounds, is Grade 1 listed and was rebuilt in 1771. There are a variety of walks around the Doddington estate, but I'll be heading off to the nearby village of Harby, which is actually in Nottinghamshire despite its close proximity to Lincoln.
So here we have the Doddington Pyramid. This was built in 2014. It's about 10 metres high. It serves as a shelter for walkers. It's an owl roost, a bat chamber, and it's about 1,000 metres, a kilometre from Doddington Hall itself in a perfect straight line. Just giving the old boots a test to see if they're waterproof. I think mine are, Lou. What about yours?
I think so.
Right, because if they're not, they're going back. But I think they are. My last pair were. Hey, it's Gav from Hiking for Health, and thank you for joining me on my hike today, which starts at Doddington Hall in Lincolnshire. And then I'll make my way through to the village of Harby, which is quite historically significant because it was unfortunately the place where Queen Consort Eleanor of Castile died when, I think it was 1290, when she was touring her properties in the north, and they stopped at Harby as she was feeling unwell, and she died in the night. Now, her husband, Edward I, otherwise known as Edward the Longshanks because of his height for the era. He had 12 Eleanor crosses built as a memorial to her, and each place her body was laid to rest on the journey back to London. The site of the house in which she died, I think it was Richard De Weston, is still there. You can see the moated site, which is just to the west of the church in Harby. The route to Harby is quite a nice one. It's perfect for a day like today. And when we get to Harby, we'll have a look around. We've got flasks of soup, so that'll warm us up. And Lou's brought her, what have you brought? It's not your fire maple, is it? No, Lou's brought her Hero stove, and she's going to make us some coffees, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay, well this summarises what the weather's like today. Let me just turn the camera around. So it's very wet, it's very boggy, but we've got our waterproof boots, so we should be all right. I think maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew, Lulu. What do you reckon? That soup in my flask, I can hear it calling me. Not long to wait now. You looking forward to your soup, Lou?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes, I am.
Right, here is Harby. You can just see the church, which is a Victorian church. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's about 1860 something. And this walk leads us onto the playing fields of Harby, where they have their bonfire night yearly on the 5th of November each year to see the fireworks and the bonfire. It's all traditional. So we're just approaching the playing fields, and Harby Parish Council have recently had a new playground fitted. So if you've got kids and you're in the area or you're hiking, they'll love this as a stop. So if you're hiking with children, you can use this as a carrot. We're halfway there, we'll stop and have some lunch. We can play in the park and they'll love it. So Lou's just gone and found a table. So hopefully she's getting the hero stove out to make a coffee. I'm looking forward to having that soup. And you never know, I might go and have a play on the swings. I don't even want to consider what I'd look like on one of those. I can remember my son getting stuck in one of these. It was a little bit deeper than that one though. Was funny. Right, we set? Set. Excellent. It's not too windy here, is it? Now there's the church. This tree was planted from an acorn from one of the Queen's estates.
Creamy cappuccino or a millionaire mocha?
I'll go for the mocha this time. Thank you. So that's lunch and a snack sorted. And that's the drink. So here are the places of interest in the village. And this is what I'm going to be looking for in a minute. The site of the manor house. This was the house of Richard De Weston where Queen Eleanor died in 1290. There's nothing left of the manor house, which stood behind the church, but the L-shaped trenches in the field are the remains of the moat which once surrounded the house. So this is the All Saints Church in Harby, which was built in 1875 to 1876. And at the back of it is where Richard De Weston's house was. So let's go and have a look. So it says that at the back of the churchyard, which is west facing, the moat can be seen. I'm guessing it's that over there. So somewhere around here, the house of Richard De Weston stood. King Edward I turned up with Queen Eleanor, and sadly she passed away. So we're on our way now, leaving Harby. The temperature's plummeted. I forgot my gloves. Can you believe it? Well, you did that better than I did. Is that a helicopter? I think it is. So it's been a great walk this afternoon, a perfect walk of about 4 or 5 miles, starting off at Doddington Hall, across to Harby. It's child friendly, there's a park halfway, lots to talk about. You can tell your kids about a bit of history and you can fit it into an afternoon. Now, I'd say I'm on about the last mile. So it comes along here, past the wood, cuts in right, and then the route takes you up to the church, and then the church is where the car park is, so not far to go. Thanks, Lou. Right, so we're nearly back at Doddington now. Thank you for watching the video and coming along on the journey. It's been a great little adventure, a fantastic walk for an afternoon, and now we're heading to the pub for something to eat. Thanks again, all the best.